I gave him my phone number and I called the guy that I was dating. Actually, I was engaged at this time. And I called him and I said, I found the guy I'm actually really going to marry. Hello, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Jenny Townsend, your host. This podcast is for doers, dreamers, and those trying to decide what's next. I, along with amazing guests, will be sharing stories of success, failure, and what's to come. Thanks for tuning in. Hello and welcome to the Stroke It podcast. Jenny Townsend, your host. Today's episode is extra special because it's all about someone who means the world to me. My husband, my best friend, and my business partner, David Townsend. Today is his birthday. And instead of just saying happy birthday at home, I wanted to take this moment to celebrate him here with all of you, since he is one of the reasons why I have this passion project. I want to share with you what I love, admire, and cherish most about David. For those that don't know, David and I actually started as friends. We met playing kickball back in 2009. Yes, it was love at first kick. There was something about him right away, his calm energy, his humor, and his confidence. He stood out from everyone else. I remember thinking, I'm going to marry that man. So for months, we'd have been playing kickball, and actually he would sub not only on my team, but other people's teams as well. So what started as just like a fun friendship dove into and created this amazing marriage that we have today. But I didn't really know that I wanted to marry him until he showed up at the kickball field not wearing kickball attire, which for many of us, it's a Friday after work. You throw on a sports bra, a t-shirt, and you're just playing kickball and you're running around, you're sweaty, you don't care about hair, you don't care about makeup. And he showed up one day, not that he was wearing hair and makeup, but he showed up one day in non-kickball clothes. And he had this green ball cap, he had a black shirt on and jeans. And I was like, who is that guy? And he walked right up to me and I was like, oh my gosh. And inside my brain, I'm thinking, you are so hot. I had no idea that he was that hot. So anyways, we all ended up playing kickball and then we went out after that. And I remember talking to him and then I asked my friend, I said, oh my gosh, I really want you to talk to me about David. And he's like, oh my gosh, he's too good for you. You'll break his heart. That isn't happening like at all. And I was like, oh, that's really too bad. And now, granted, I did have some drama happening on the side, and that's why she was saying those things. But she also told me that he thought I was really loud, obnoxious, and that he had no interest in me as well. So like a couple weeks, maybe like a month or so later, we were at Ale House because we'd always go out after the games to different places. And I remember him asking for my number. And I was like, wait a minute, you think I'm loud and obnoxious? And he goes, well, I heard that you're going to break my heart. And so it was a Friday night. I gave him my phone number and I called the guy that I was dating. Actually, I was engaged at this time. And I called him and I said, I found the guy I'm actually really going to marry. So we broke up. And that Sunday, I met David at Evie's to go watch the Dolphins game. And we were there for I don't even know how many hours. And it just was amazing and what created the start of our story. And then we started dating and then got married in 2013. So I'm just so grateful for that journey and just loved that we were friends first before we jumped into a relationship. I want to encourage you to get my book, The Stroke It Guide, available on Amazon and my website. The book is what you need to know from the boardroom to the bedroom. It talks about how to stroke yourself, your spouse, your partner, your friends, your family, most importantly, your employer, employees, and of course, there's a chapter just for the bedroom. Go to Amazon today and get my book, The Stroke It Guide. So what began as a friendship grew into something real, and here we are 16 years later, still laughing, learning, and kicking through life together. So as my husband, I just want to lean into this really quickly. He has been the greatest blessing and one of my greatest teachers. Over the past 16 years, we've learned so much about each other, our love languages, communication, our styles, and what real compromise looks like. We've grown through highs and lows. What I love most is that he's always showing up. He's steady, he's patient, and he's supportive. Very supportive of all the crazy ideas I have. Marriage has not been easy, as many of you know, but it has been worthwhile when I think about David. He is calm, and when life gets loud, he's my soft place to land and the person who reminds me that unconditional love is really, really important. When I think about the business partner, he is the definition of integrity and wisdom. He sees everything so different than I do. And the way that we balance is really what makes us work so well together. I'm so thankful we decided to buy our laundromat. It's given us perspective, it's taught us how to collaborate professionally, and honestly, it's what funds the fun. And yes, I know he does more than I do. And if you're listening, honey, that's okay if you are. I'm just so grateful for all the years too when I think about Music Compound and how you've supported my decision to leave corporate America and start my dream business. You believed in me, you encouraged me, and you gave me the freedom to chase my calling. And that kind of support is really, really rare. And I'm just so grateful that you allowed me to do that. So thank you, honey. When I think of our love, I just love you deeply. You're so thoughtful, hilarious, smart, and steady. You make life so much richer. And every day with you reminds me of how lucky I am. You have been an amazing friend, a supporter, and you have made just ordinary days feel so special. When I think of our life together, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that we were able to make things work long term. And I'm so grateful that I can learn so much from you on a daily basis. For those that don't know, we have completely different upbringings. David grew up in a very traditional house. His parents married for 50 plus years. His mom was a teacher for a very long time. His dad was a funeral director for very many years. And then you have my parents who are entrepreneurs, have had lots of different businesses, lots of different careers, divorced, not once, but twice, remarried 3 times, completely different household. So when you think of just the parenting and the different homes, bringing together two people from polar opposite households has been a challenge. It has created a lot of friction. It has created a lot of things that we had to learn. And through that, we were able to grow together and become stronger. Now, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we were not making each other a priority at first and not understanding each other. But since, everything blew up and came back together, we have learned that we want to make each other a priority. And because of that, that's why we have such a beautiful life, love, and everything that we have today. And I'm just so really grateful to have David not only as my husband, but my best friend, my business partner, and the love of my life. So, lovey dovey, I want to wish you a very, very happy birthday. Here's to more laughter, more adventures, more teamwork, and more dreams we haven't even dreamed of. I'm looking forward to celebrating you not just this year, but many more years. For all those that are joining me today in this special birthday episode, if you know David, please send him a birthday message or a note of encouragement. He deserves it. He puts up with me. To all my listeners, thanks so much for being part of the journey and with the stories that we are telling and what we are putting out here. And make sure to celebrate yourself. Make sure to celebrate the people in your life. And you can do so by sending a text, sending a message. I love sending people edible arrangements. Or better yet, you can send them smooch cookie. My friend Carol has launched a business and the cookies are fantastic. Literally, it's like unboxing an experience. She's got a variety of different flavors, and those make a really great gift for anybody that's celebrating, whether it's the day, their love, an anniversary, starting a business, whatever it may be. Definitely celebrate others, but most importantly, celebrate yourself. Cheers to you, and thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. I greatly appreciate you tuning in. Cheers! Thanks for tuning in to today's podcast. I want to inspire you to send this podcast to 5 of your friends you think would benefit.